Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now, in today's video, we are going to be showing you guys exactly how I plan on swing trading for 2026. We're going to show you guys our setup and some strategies, some stocks with opportunity. We're going to show you guys positions we're holding. So, if you are just getting started with trading, this is the video for you. Or maybe you're already trading and you're just having a hard time being consistent. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Smash that like button, subscribe. But if you want to learn more about trading, check out our school. It's fantastic. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass. We teach you how to find stocks, how to build a strategy, how to build a checklist, all of that stuff. So check it out, and you guys can get 50% off by using code 2026. So go into the new year, learn a skill that can pay you for a lifetime. So check it out down below, and let's dive into this here. So one of the most common questions that I've been getting asked is, Carter, what's your strategy? What's your approach? How much do you plan on making? And obviously, doing this over the past 7 years of trading, one thing that I can tell you is you have to always act like you don't know anything when it comes to trading. Because the second you think you know everything is when you go too heavy on a position and you lose money. And it's just a recipe for disaster. So let's take a step back and kind of look at stocks, look at some charts, and kind of see what to do with certain criteria. So the first thing here that I want to show you guys is a stock chart. So there's a million different brokers out there, or whatever it may be. I use Moomoo. They're absolutely fantastic. They're free to use, and the great thing I love them is they offer great charting. So like these charts that you guys can see right here, this is all completely free to use when you sign up with Moomoo. So I'll put a link to them down below, and you guys can get up to like 60 or 70 free stocks just by signing up. So check them out. It's a great trading broker, and it's the broker I use. So now that we kind of understand that here, brokers are a way traders buy positions. Back in the day, they would have to call up the broker and say, hey, I want 100 shares of Amazon. And they would place the order, and there would be a commission involved. Now with the internet and different software this is all instantaneous, essentially. So I can buy a position, they send the order to the exchange, they buy it, and they send it back to you. So it's very, very, very quick. Now, that's really, really good because it makes the barrier to entry very low. And this is why I believe so many traders are unprofitable, is because they think it's an easy way to get rich. They think anytime you fund an account, you're going to double it. They constantly see YouTubers and TikTokers talk about different ways to double their money in the stock market, or different strategies and different trading techniques. And here's the thing. The first thing is that you have to invest about a year to 2 years before you ever even make money. You got to look at that like school, like going to college, like a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer. Those professions take years of practice, of hard work before they, see some sort of return. Trading is the same thing. It's just a lot of traders are unprofitable, and they continue to stay unprofitable, and they almost act like it's like gambling, honestly. So you have to have a set list of criteria. What that means is it's like a list that you follow for your strategy. So you don't just trade random stocks, you don't just trade random opportunities. You go in and you find a set list of criteria here. So let's look at a new position on XOM. This is also known as ExxonMobil. This was a new position that we took, and we'll show you guys why we took it. So the first thing here that we look at is the upward trend. So essentially, we can see that this stock here has gone from lows at like $108 and has gone up to highs in about 120 in the past about 6 months, which is honestly pretty good. Now, another thing we want to look for, this brings me to my second thing on my list, is going to be support. A support line or zone is just natural tendencies of where a stock gets buying pressure. So you can see on this white line here, we've noticed it hits it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6, 7 times. And what happens? Each and every time it hits that line, we've seen just a lot of buying pressure on it. So I knew when this stock here sold off from 120 all the way down to the 115 levels, I go, okay, we could see some move going higher just because it's on that level. Now, we also look at an indicator by the name of the RSI. This stands for the Relative Strength Index. So at the time here, you can see it was trading for about a 41. Now, historically, anything under a 40 is undervalued. But what's more important is to actually look back at previous spots where it was hitting a 41. So the last time it was trading for a 41 was back in this zone. What happened? It went from 114 to 120 in about a month. Previous to that was in here where we saw a huge move of buying pressure. So I knew we could get some sort of move going in a higher direction, which is kind of what we look for. So after that, the next thing I do is I go and I look at earnings. I'm trying to get a general gauge of where the earnings, when the earnings is, because you really don't want to hold a position over an earning period, just because it's more risky. We can see here different earnings releases and we've had huge spikes, but I'm sure as we continue to go through this, like an earnings right here, look what happened, huge sell off. So it's like a 50-50 chance of making money essentially. So we go to a lower time frame and we look at the 1 hourly chart or even the 4 hourly chart. And you can see here that this stock here was just riding this general downward trend here. So we threw an alert, and actually I still have my alert set here, and the stock popped up above it. And by the time we were able to get in on this position, it was near around 117.56. Now, the stock, after a couple of days, has rallied its way up to 120. And now, as we remove some of these, we got to draw out that new trend line to find that same support, because the goal is to keep that stock on a support line and get out when it's below it, right? So right here is the new support. So if it dips down below that white line, we'll just exit the trade for a nice profit and just move on to other opportunities. You'll notice that a lot of our stocks here are following that same approach here. Like this one here, we've been looking that we got in on ABGO. If we go to the daily time frame here, let's go ahead and you guys can kind of see that this one, let's get in some indicators up. So this one here was on another trend line, something like this here, right? Where we're just getting a lot of buying pressure. I think we actually looked at it more like this. A lot of buying pressure on that support line, that same white line, undervalued RSI, going to, 4 hourly chart or even the 1 hourly, huge sell-off popped up, on that breakout here. Let's go ahead and draw this out. Right, boom, broke out, rallying up. ABBV, you guys will notice, very similar approach. Upward trend. This one here, I believe we used, we used the 90-day moving average line, so that blue line as support. Hit it in the past, hit it here, rallied up, great breakout. And so now the stock's just been rallying up. We're just continuing to hold it. Very similar approach on NVIDIA. As we look at a lot of these, we can see we actually got in on a breakout down here at 120, and we've been just holding ever since. No real main incentive to sell. Then we got Amazon, very similar breakout down here. We did average in on the 216 area on that 200-day moving average line. Microsoft here. So a lot of the approach is just keeping it simple. You don't trade just because, I'm telling you to, or your friends are telling you to. Trade stocks that you believe in, that has that set list of criteria. Building a checklist is probably one of the most important things you can do as a trader, because what this does is it helps you narrow in on opportunity. You'll constantly see, if I told you to buy Apple stock, some of you will jump into it. And then other people, you want to make sure, okay, does it have an upward trend? Is it on a support line, RSI level? When's the earnings? Move to that lower time frame. Check out breakouts, set an alert. All that stuff is how you be profitable over the course of years and not days. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. And don't forget, check out our school and sign up with Mumu. And take care, guys.